I'm Miranda Stratton. I'm a first year in biology, and I'm really excited to have participated in this course. The main highlight for me was to be able to see that there are people outside of who I knew initially coming to Stanford who are interested in talking about gender and the relationship to science. Prior to being here, I had always affiliated with just being targeted for mostly people within social science, but it's great to see that there are advocates within STEM who recognize that change needs to happen, and this is evident among all fields or all different levels of people, like PIs, senior graduate students, new graduate students, even postdocs. So we can really invoke change because we do have people representative of all the different walks of a scientific career. Yeah, so my group project was focused on unpacking the gender biases that exist, but presenting a data-driven talk at department retreats or at a faculty meeting to really show the data behind the social science, to validate the results that were found, and also come up with big idea interventions by the people we were targeting. So if we were presenting at a department retreat, we would actually ask the participants of that department to come up with their own types of interventions, so they are specific to the department while still invoking a greater change in STEM. The best way that it'll influence my graduate career is that I'm no longer afraid to have these conversations. I mentioned previously that for me these conversations were only among my friends who were in social science or associated with my undergrad's women's center, and I would go to my classes for science and just talk about science and not really merge the two. So I have now been able to see that these two areas can be blended and that there are people who are passionate like myself to make those changes occur. My main improvement for this course would be to somehow open up the discussion so that we do have more male allies in the room, or even those who think that gender in science is irrelevant. By having the conversations with them and actually presenting the data and showing that it is an issue pertinent to STEM, perhaps we could change the minds of those who were at one end of the spectrum to at least be self-aware and recognize within themselves where they hold these biases and start a small ripple effect that way.